morning and welcome to another video lecture of physics. Now in this video lecture we are going to solve few MCQs which has been asked in entrance exam like NEET, JEE and JEE Advanced. Right, something around 10 MCQ we are going to discuss, and along with this video you will get a PDF of these questions. Right, these are the 10 questions which we are going to discuss. So let us start discussing. The first one is parsec is a unit of blank. Parsec is a unit of which physical quantity, right? It was asked in AIMS 2005. So we know that parsec is a unit of distance, right? So the first one was parsec is a unit of which physical quantity, right? So it is a unit of distance, and option A is correct. Option A distance, B velocity, option C time, and option D angle. So obviously it is for distance. Second one, the dimensions of universal gravitational constants are. This was asking 2005. The second one is you have to find the dimension of universal gravitational constant G. Dimension formula for capital G, and this was asked in AIMS 2000. Now we know that according to Newton's universal law of gravitation, F equal to G m1 m2 over r square. So this implies that G will be equal to F r square over m1 m2. So therefore dimension of G or dimension formula of G is force is Newton, that is m1 L1 T minus 2 into r is distance is L1 and square of that over mass is m1 into m1. So clearly you can see that 1 m1 will get cancelled out. Now if you take this m1 in numerator, that will be equal to m minus 1. Now L1 into 2 is L2. So L1, L2 will be L3 T minus 2. M minus 1, L3 T minus 2. Remember we have already derived this formula, but again we are discussing this. So the correct option was M minus 1, L3 T minus 2 is B. So the correct answer is B for this. Third one. A physical quantity of the dimensions of length that can be formed out of C, G and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught is. We have to obtain a physical quantity having combination of C, G and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught. So this combination should give the dimension of length. How we will arrange this so that we can get unit of length? The options are, this was asked in NEET 2000, NEET 2017. Right. So here the options were A 1 by C square into G E square over 4 pi epsilon naught, B C square into G E square by 4 pi epsilon naught, then C 1 by C square into E square over G 4 pi epsilon naught, and D is 1 by C G E square over 4 pi epsilon naught. So out of this combination, which one will give you the dimension of length? So what we have to do, we can use the dimension analysis to find the dimension formula, right? So how we can do? Let us say length L is proportional to C raised to A, G raised to B, e square by 4 pi epsilon 0 whole raised to c. Let us consider this as x. So let us say this term is our x. So x raised to c. So what we have to do, we have to find the dimension for c, g, x and l, and then we will compare it. Now here, what is x? Basically x is e square by 4 pi epsilon naught, right? E is charge. So what is unit of charge? Charge is Q is equal to IT. I is ampere. A1 T1 whole square over 4 pi is a constant term, and the dimension for epsilon naught is m minus 1 L minus 3 T4 A2. You should remember dimension formula for permittivity. Epsilon naught is permittivity. Right. So if you simplify this, I am taking this in numerator. So m1 L3 T minus 4 A minus 2 into A2 T2. Right. A1 into 2 is A2, T1 into 2 is T2. So this will be equal to m1 L3 T minus 4 and T2 is T minus 2. A minus 2 and A2 will get cancelled out. So m1 L3 T minus 2. m1 L3 T minus 2. You will come across this in standard 12. Right? In standard 12, the equation for potential energy is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught E square by R. This will be the formula for potential energy of U. 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught E square by R. This will be the formula for potential energy. So if you take R over here, so this is energy into distance, will be equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught, or E square over 4 pi epsilon naught. Clear? So directly you will be able to solve. Energy is m1 L2 T minus 2 and R is L1. So that will be m1 L3 T minus 2. m1 L3 T minus 2. Clear? So just now we are solving this, but when you will come across this formula, directly you will be able to write the dimension formula for x. It is E square by 4 pi epsilon naught. Clear? Now, what is dimension formula for G? Just now only we have calculated. Dimension formula of G is, you can see, m minus 1 L3 T minus 2. C is speed of light or velocity of light. So dimension formula of C is L1 T minus 1. Dimension formula of C is L1 T minus 1, and of course dimension formula of length is L1. Right. Now we know that L is proportional to this thing, so you can write L equal to some constant K which is dimensionless and unitless. Let this be equation number 1. We will substitute all these dimension formula in equation 1. So on the left hand side we will have m0 L1 T0 because length is there, right, is equal to K is dimensionless, C is speed of light. So L1 T minus 1 whole raised to A. Right, whole raised to A, directly I am multiplying it, right? A we are directly going to multiply inside. So L1 raised to A is L raised to A, and T minus 1 raised to A is T minus A. Clear? So C raised to A. Now G raised to B. What is dimension formula of G? M1, M raised to minus 1. So minus 1 into B will be M raised to minus B, L raised to 3B, and T raised to minus 2B. Right? M raised to minus B, L raised to 3B, T raised to minus 2B. And X, this is X, right? So into M raised to 1 into C is M raised to C, L raised to 3, so L raised to 3C, T raised to minus 2, so T raised to minus 2C. Clear? So this will be equal to m0 L1 T0 is equal to m raised to minus b and m raised to c. So you can write that m raised to minus b plus c. L raised to a, L raised to 3b, so a plus 3b, and L raised to 3c plus 3c. T raised to minus a, minus 2b, minus 2c. Minus a, minus 2b, minus 2c. right? So we have relation between m and t. So now we can directly compare this thing. So you can say that minus p plus c is equal to 0. We are going to compare m base quantity, power of m, right? So minus p plus c is equal to 0, or you can say that this implies that c is equal to b. One relation we got as c is equal to b. Right. Now let us compare for L. So 1 is equal to a plus 3b plus 3c. So a plus 3b plus 3b, because b and c are same, so instead of c I am writing b, 1. So 1 is equal to a plus 6b, or you can say that a is equal to 1 minus 6b. A is equal to 1 minus 6b. Second relation we got, right? Now third one, for the power of t, 0 is equal to minus a minus 2b minus 2c. So 0 is equal to minus, what is a? 1 minus 6b minus 2b minus 2. What is c? b. So b. So 0 is equal to minus 1 minus minus plus 6b minus 2b, and minus 2b is minus 4b. Right, so take minus 1 on the other side. So 1 will be equal to 6b minus 4b is 2b. So this implies that b is equal to 1 by 2. As b is equal to c, so therefore c will also be equal to 1 by 2. And what about a? A is 1 minus 6b, so a will be equal to 1 minus 6. B is 1 by 2, so 2 3s are 6. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So a is minus 2. Now let us substitute values of a, b and c in equation 1. So L is equal to, now k is constant, right? It is dimensionless. So let us put that as 1. Now c raised to a, so c raised to a is minus 2. So c raised to minus 2. Clear? G raised to b, g raised to b is half. So g raised to half. X raised to c, what is x? We have assumed that x is equal to e square over 4 pi epsilon naught whole raised to c is half. So this will be equal to g raised to half e square over 4 pi epsilon naught whole raised to half, and c raised to minus 2 is 1 by c square. So you can write this as 1 by c square into g e square over 4 pi epsilon naught whole raised to 1 by 2. So 1 by c square g e square over 4 pi epsilon naught whole raised to 1 by 2. 1 by c square g e square over 4 pi epsilon naught whole raised to 1 by 2. Option A is correct. Option A. Okay. Actually here half will come. Here also half. Here also half. Right, half should be there. I forgot to write that. So half should be there. So you can see that option A is correct. Now we have solved this example MCQs by using the concept of dimension analysis. There is one more way to solve this example. What actually you can do is, you can write the units of all these three given physical quantity C, G, E square by 4 pi epsilon 0, and put these values in the given options. Out of these 4 options, only one option will be such which has dimension of meter, right? Which will have units same as that of meter, and that will be your answer. So you can solve in that way also, but I think one of the MCQ in our last video lecture we have solved in that way. So in order to solve it in a different way, here we have used this dimension analysis. Clear? Now pause this video and copy. Now let us solve the third MCQ again in a different way, which you will find quite simple, like what I have discussed before. So what we will do, the unit of C is speed, that is meter per second. We will write unit of all physical quantity. G is universal gravitational constant. So unit of G is, actually you know that F equal to G m1 m2 over r square. So G will be equal to F r square over m1 m2. Now F is Newton. Newton is kg meter over second square into R is meter, so meter square upon mass is kg into kg. So 1 kg will get cancelled out. So it will be equal to meter cube upon kg second square. Meter cube upon kg second square. Now the unit of x, that is e square over 4 pi epsilon naught, is, just now only we have discussed that it is energy into distance. So energy is joule or Newton meter into meter. So that is Newton is kg meter over second square into meter is meter square. So kg meter cube over second square. Right. Now what we will do, or what we can do, is we will substitute all these values in each given option and we'll check which of the option is giving the unit of meter. That will be our answer. So you can see that in A, option A we will take, that is c square, 1 by c square into g e square over 4 pi epsilon naught whole raised to half. Now 1 by c square, c is meter per second and c square will be meter square per second square. So inverse of that is second square per meter square into g. So g is meter cube upon kg second square into e square over 4 pi epsilon naught. E square by 4 pi epsilon naught is kg meter cube upon second square, and this whole raised to half is there. Right. So you can see kg will get cancelled out. So second square meter square into meter cube is m raised to 6 raised to half. M raised to 6 by 2. So that will be equal to m cube. Directly we write m cube. Second square into second square is s raised to 4. 4 raised to half is 2. So s raised to 2. So you can see this will get cancelled out. Now meter cube upon meter square. So m2 will move up. So meter square minus meter cube minus meter square will be m. So this option has unit of meter. Right? This is how also you can solve. And in the same way you can try for the next three also. Clear? Fourth one. A student measures the length of a rod and wrote it as 3.50 centimeter. A student is there, he is measuring the length of a rod, and the length of the rod which he found is 3.50 centimeter. Which instrument did he use to measure it? This was asked in JEE 2014. JEE 2014. Right. So a student is measuring the length of a rod and wrote it as 3.50 centimeter. Which instrument did he use to measure it? A screw gauge of 50 division in the circular scale and pitch is 0.1 mm. Right? So first option is screw gauge. So what is least count of screw gauge? Pitch over number of divisions. So it is given that pitch is 1 mm over 50 division. So if you multiply by 2, you can say that 2 mm upon 100. So that is 0.02 mm or 0.002 centimeter. Right? But after decimal point, we have only 2 digits. So this is not that instrument which is using. A meter scale. We know that least count of meter scale is 0.1 centimeter. Second option is meter scale. So for meter scale, least count is 0.1 centimeter. So after decimal point, only 1 digit he should be able to measure. But here we are having 2 digits after decimal point. So this is also not correct. Now the option C is given as a vernier caliper where the 10 divisions in the vernier scale matches with the 9 division on the main scale. 10 division in vernier scale matches with 9 division on main scale. So here in option C it is given that we know that main scale division, for main scale 1 division will give you 0.1 centimeter, or you can say that 1 division will give you 1 mm. Right? Why 0.1 centimeter? Because main scale is exactly similar to that of our meter scale. Main scale of 1 year caliber and meter scale are exactly same. So here you can say that main scale will give you 0.1 centimeter or 1 mm. Further, it is given that 10 division in 1 year scale matches with 9 division in main scale. 10 division of 1 year scale matches with 9 division of main scale. Right? So 1 division of 1 year scale will be equal to 9 by 10. So that is 0.9 mm. Right? So therefore, least count will be equal to, here we got main scale is 1 mm minus 0.9 mm. So that will be equal to 0.1 mm, or you can say that this is 0.01 centimeter. So least count of 1 year caliber is 0.01 centimeter. Here also you can see that least count of 1 year caliber is 0.01 centimeter. Clear? So for the given value 3.50 centimeter, you can see that here we have 2 digit after decimal point, and here also we have 2 digit after decimal point. So I think option C is correct up till now, right? Now the option D. A screw gauge having 100 division in the circular scale and pitch of 1 mm. There are 100 division on circular scale and pitch is 1 mm. So least count of screw gauge. Least count of screw gauge will be pitch, that is 1 mm, divided by 100. So that is 0.01 mm, or you can say that 0.001 centimeter. So obviously this will give you a 3 digit after decimal point. Least count of screw gauge is 0.001. So it will give you 3 digit after decimal point. Here we have only 2 digit after decimal point. So option C is correct. Otherwise directly you can solve. Look, screw gauge will always have 3 digit after decimal point, while meter scale will always have only 1 digit after decimal point. 1 year scale will always have 2 digit after decimal point. So by this concept only you can directly take answer C. Clear? Now fifth one is the period of oscillation of a simple pendulum is T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. Okay. Pause this video and copy this first. Now the fifth one is the period of oscillation of a simple pendulum is T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. Fifth one, it is given that T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. Measured value of L is 20 centimeter. Measured value of L is given as 20 centimeter and known to 1 mm accuracy. So you can say that plus or minus 0.1 centimeter. 1 mm is 0.1 centimeter. And time for 100 oscillation of a pendulum is found to be 90 seconds. So T is given as 90 seconds. Using a wrist watch, of 1 second resolution. So delta T, or you can write plus or minus 1 second. The accuracy in the dimension of G is JEE 2015. This is a question from JEE 2015, year 2015. So we want to find percentage error in G, delta G by G percentage. So squaring this equation, you will get T square is equal to 4 pi square L by G. So this implies that G will be equal to 4 pi square L by T square. So that is equal to 4, or directly right now, delta G by G will be equal to, this term is constant, so error will not be there. Now for L it is delta L by L plus delta T by T, but T square is there, so 2 delta T by T. So now delta L is 0.1 and L is 20, so 0.1 by 20 plus 2 into delta T is 1 by 90. Remember, we have already discussed that delta T by T will be equal to delta T by T. We have already discussed this, right? So this will be equal to 0.1 into 100 by 20 plus 2 into 1 into 100 by 90 whole into percentage. This will make our calculation easy. So this 0 will get cancelled. 2 5s are 10. 5 into 0.1 is 0.5 plus 0, 0 will get cancelled. 9, 10 divided by 9 is 1.11 into 2 is 2.22. 2.222 and so on, right? Percentage. So you can see that this is 2.72 percentage. 2.72 percentage. We have option 1 percentage, 5 percentage, 2 percentage, and 3 percentage. Obviously 2.72. So if you round off this, your answer will be nearly equal to 3 percentage. So answer is 3 percentage, option D. Clear? Fourth one. Option D. Sixth one. If the capacitance of a nanocapacitor is measured in terms of a unit U made by combining the electronic charge E, Bohr's radius A naught, Planck constant h, and speed of light c, then it is given that we are measuring a capacitor in terms of U and we have to obtain the relation between U, that is capacitance, in terms of electric charge, Bohr's atomic radius, A naught, Planck constant, and speed of light. So here the options are U is equal to E square C by H A naught. The second one is U is equal to E square H by C A naught. C is U is equal to E square A naught by H C. And D is U is equal to Hc by E square A naught. Now this MCQ can be solved in two different ways. First thing is what you can do, like we have solved MCQ 3, third MCQ in this video lecture by comparing the power of the base quantity. That is, we can use make use of the dimension analysis, uses of dimension analysis. That is the third one. Right. So here what we can do, U is proportional to E raised to A, C raised to B, H raised to C, and A naught raised to D, and you can compare it like that way. Or else what you can do is the next way, that is to find the unit of the given combination, right, and check whether this unit is equal to the unit of U or not. So here U is basically given as capacitance, right? So what is unit of capacitance? We know that capacitance C is defined as charge per volt, right? Capacitance is basically charge upon voltage. So charge, what is voltage? Work done per unit charge. So that will be equal to Q square upon work, right? So this is equal to, now instead of Q, electronic charge is given as E. So E square upon what is work? That is joule. So E square upon joule. So unit of capacitance is E square upon joule. Now let us check the unit of all these given physical quantity. First is E square C upon H into A naught. So E square is E square only. Actually unit of E square is coulomb. C square it should be. But we are adding E because the options, in the option it is given as E only. So E square into, what is C? Speed of light, meter per second, over H, Planck constant. Remember E is equal to HF. So H equal to E by F. E is energy, that is joule, and here F is frequency, second inverse, so it is joule second. So unit of H will be joule second. So instead of H, I am writing here joule second into A naught is radius, is meter. So meter will get cancelled. So this will be equal to E square over joule second square. E square over joule second square. So obviously this is incorrect. Now option B, E square H over C A naught. So this will be equal to E square. Now H is joule second over C, meter per second, into A naught is meter. So this will be equal to E square joule. Actually we want E square by joule, which is not there. Second into second will be second square over meter square. So this is also incorrect. Third one, E square A naught, E square A naught by HC. So E square A naught is meter, H is joule second, and meter per second. So you can see second will get cancelled out, meter will get cancelled out. So this is E square by joule. Right. So this is E square by joule, this is also E square by joule. So option C is correct. Right, option C is correct. So it's not necessary that you should go for option D, but for time being we are calculating D, that is equal to HC by E square A naught. Now you can see that here E square is in denominator. We want E square in numerator, so obviously this is incorrect. Hence we can directly say that option C is correct for us. Clear? Seventh one. Diameter of a steel ball is measured using a vernier caliper which has division of 0.1 cm on the main scale and 10 division of its vernier scale. So what is least count of your vernier caliper? Seventh one. Least count of vernier caliper is main scale, it is at 0.1 cm and there are 10 division on vernier scale. So it is 0.01 cm. Right. Now 10 division of its vernier scale matches 9 division on the main scale. Three such measurements for the ball are, so there are three measurements which are given: SR number, then main scale reading or main scale division in centimeter, vernier scale division. So first, second and third, this is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 8, 4 and 6. If the zero of error is minus 0.03 centimeter, error is given as minus 0.03 centimeter. So you know that if error is negative, then in correction we have to add that much quantity. So our final answer, in our final answer we will add by 0.03. So how will you solve this? This was asked in JEE 2015 April. JEE April 2015. So we'll find the diameter by using this given values. So for first reading it is 0.5 plus 8 division. So 8 into LC, that is 0.01. So this will be equal to 0.5 plus 0.08. 0.5 plus 0.08 is 0.58 centimeter. So directly in second one you can say 0.58. So this will be 0.54. 0.5 plus 4 into 0.01. So 0.5 plus 0.04. So this is equal to 0.54. In the same way for third one, directly I am writing now 0.56 centimeter will be the answer. Right. So let us take the mean of this. So the mean diameter will be equal to 0.58 plus 0.54 plus 0.56. 846. So average will be, look, if you add this thing, divide by 3. So 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. Carry 1. 5 plus 5, 10 plus 5, 15 plus 1 is 16. So 1.68 divided by 3. So this is 3 5s are 15, 3 6s are 18. So 0.56 centimeter. And the answer option is given as 0.56 centimeter, option A. But remember here, option A is incorrect because we have to add error. Still error we have to add. So if you add error over here, so the correct value will be equal to 0.56 plus 0.03, that is 0.59 centimeter. So the correct value will be 0.59 centimeter. So the option B is correct in this case. So the answer will be B. Clear? Pause this video and copy. Now the next MCQ is the 8th one. The dimensions of half epsilon naught E square is. 8th one. The dimensions of half epsilon naught E square is blank. This is from JEE Advanced 2000. Now half epsilon naught E square is basically energy density, right? Half epsilon naught E square is basically energy density. You will come across this in standard 12. half epsilon naught E square is energy density of electric field, right? So you can easily solve that. So energy density is energy upon volume, so you can easily solve that. But here you are not knowing that half epsilon naught E square is energy density, so we will solve for it. So half epsilon naught E square, in that half is unitless actually. So what is unit of epsilon naught? Basically, epsilon naught is inverse of k, which we have derived in our last video lecture. Formula is F equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. So if you simplify this, epsilon naught will be equal to Q1 Q2 over 4 pi F R square. So the dimension of or unit of epsilon naught will be Q1 Q2 is coulomb into coulomb is coulomb square. 4 pi is unitless, F is Newton and R is meter square. So it is coulomb square upon Newton meter square into what is electric field? Basically electric field is force upon charge. Force per unit charge is electric field. Now force is Newton and charge is coulomb, so Newton per coulomb. So square of that, so Newton square upon coulomb square. Here Newton square upon coulomb square. So coulomb square will get cancelled out. 1 Newton and Newton will get cancelled out. So this will be equal to Newton over meter square. Newton per meter square. So this will be equal to, now Newton is force, that is m1 L1 T minus 2 over meter square is L2. So this will be equal to m1 L1 and this L2 will move up, so L minus 2. So this will be L minus 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 in T minus 2. You can check, this is similar to energy density. Energy is m1 L2 T minus 2 and energy density is energy upon volume. Volume is L cube. So this will be m1 L2 and L3 will move up, so L minus 3. So that will be 2 minus 3 is minus 1 T minus 2. So basically this is energy density. So either way you can solve. Ninth one. Okay, the option here is m1 L minus 1 T minus 2. Option B is correct. Here. Ninth one. A cube has a side of length. Length of a cube is given as 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Calculate its volume. JEE Advanced 2003. I think we have already solved this, so I am not going to solve this. Volume of a cube is L cube. Volume of a cube is L cube. So 1.2 cube of 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 2 cube. You can easily solve. I think in last video lecture we have solved a similar kind of example. Clear? And the 10th one is a wire of length. Length of a wire is given as 6 plus or minus 0.06 centimeter. Radius of wire is given as 0.5 plus or minus 0.005 centimeter. And mass M is given as 0.3 plus or minus 0.003 gram. Maximum percentage error in density you have to find. This question is from JEE Advanced 2004. So you have to find percentage error in density. We know that density is mass over volume. So mass, what is volume of a cylinder? Pi r square h. If you remember a similar kind of example also we have solved in our last video lecture. Here. So this is equal to, or you can write delta rho by rho will be equal to m is delta m by m plus pi is a constant term 2 delta r by r. Now instead of h, length L is given. So plus delta L by L. So this is equal to, now delta M is 0.003 over 0.3 plus 2 into delta R is 0.005 over 0.5 plus delta L is 0.06 divided by 6. Now we want to find percentage error. So delta rho by rho in percentage will be 0.003 into 100 divided by 0.3 plus 2 into 0.005 into 100 divided by 0.5 plus 0.06 into 100 divided by 6 percentage, right? So 0.003 into 100 is 0.3 over 0.3 plus 0.005 into 100 is 0.5. 0.5 divided by 0.5 is 1. So you can write 2 into 0.5 by 0.5 plus 0.06 into 100 is 6 by 6 percentage. So this will be 1, this will be 2 and this is 1. So 1, 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4. So answer will be 4%. So the correct answer is 4%, option A. Correct answer is 4%, option A. So these are the 10 MCQs which we have solved. In our next video lecture also we are going to solve something around 10 to 15 MCQ and then we are going to start our new chapter. Clear? Thank you.